Welcome to a day in a life working for an investment bank in Canary Wharf, London. At the end, I've also included a guide to investment banking should you be interested. Alexa, alarm off. Now, my alarm goes off at 5:30, so I quickly jump out of bed and begin to feed the dogs. Once I've stopped the dogs nicking each other's food, I then start my first coffee of the day. Once energized, I make my way out to my garage gym where I try to fit a quick workout in each day. As you can see, today was a chest workout. I then make my way back into the house, say hello to the dogs, quickly jump in the shower, iron a shirt, finish getting ready, reminisce of my recent ski trip with my ski socks, jump in the car and head to Milton Keynes Station. After parking my car, it's a short walk to Milton Keynes train station. I then jump on the train, which takes around half hour to get into London Euston. From London Euston, as you can see, it's a busy trip across the Northern and then the Elizabeth line to Canary Wharf. As the train was already at the platform, I had to make a quick dash to ensure I got that. I then like to walk up the escalators to get my steps in, but you know, it takes so long, so let's fast forward this a bit for you. Whew, these escalators are long. Following getting to Canary Wharf, it's a short walk to the office where I start my day. I then jump on a couple of calls with my key stakeholders and project teams, followed by my second coffee of the day. This time, Pret, and as you can see, overly priced. I then go back to my desk, finish off some work, have a few other stakeholder meetings, and then take a short walk around Canary Wharf, mainly to show you guys the sights. Now, my afternoon today, I'm actually at a conference in the City of London. Now, after checking out the Farmer J's queue, I realised that Farmer J's isn't going to happen today, and neither is the Rolex. So I quickly grab a bagel and then resume my walk around Canary Wharf, as again, just to show you guys the sights. There's my old company, Revolut. As you can see, the weather isn't fantastic in Canary Wharf at the moment. It is January, but it still looks beautiful nonetheless. Hang on a minute, what did that say? Big duck energy. Phew. Beer, that looks tempting. Now I head back onto the Elizabeth line and head into the City of London. Again, deciding to show you guys some sights. And I also spotted one of my favourite places, the Ned. As the event finished early and there wasn't a lot of food, I then decided to see if one of my fellow YouTubers fancied dinner. Luckily for me, he did. So I headed over to St Pancras and then to King's Cross to grab some Korean. Walking past the Google office and thinking, should I just go in and see these guys and ask them if they can blow my channel up yet, please? I then grabbed dinner with one of my fellow YouTubers, Modern Money Talks, and had a really nice Korean barbecue. After this, I headed back to London Euston, made my way back to Milton Keynes train station. As you can see, it is now 7:53. I then resumed work on the train to catch up on emails and various things that I'd missed throughout the afternoon. I then also reminisced about my recent ski trip and decided to look on Instagram at some ski videos. Following this, I've just got back to Milton Keynes. Short walk back to my car and jump in. I then arrive back home around 9:15 and see two crazy dogs and finish my day. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed spending a day in the life of me working for an investment bank. If you're still here, I presume many of you are interested in what investment banks do and potential career opportunities. Therefore, I thought I'd finish this video with a guide. For graduates considering this field, understanding core functions, structure, and career opportunities is essential. In this guide, I'll break down what investment banks do, how they're structured, and what it takes to join this competitive industry. Investment banking is a cornerstone of global finance and plays a pivotal role in facilitating economic growth. Beyond its core functions, investment banks also work closely with other areas of the bank, such as wealth management and also commercial banking, to help deliver integrated solutions to their clients to help enhance collaborations, strengthen client relationships, and also maximize revenue across the firm. First, let's discuss one of the most important things: what investment banks actually do. Investment banks act as intermediaries between entities that need to raise capital, such as governments and corporations, and those looking to invest and deploy funds, thus helping to accelerate growth across the economy, creating a more prosperous economy for all. So let's discuss first some of the main functions across an investment bank. First, we have raising capital. Investment banks help companies raise capital through equity, i.e. IPOs, or debt, such as bond issuances. For example, when a tech startup wants to go public for an IPO, investment bankers determine the offering price. They also market the shares to institutional investors. They underwrite the deal by purchasing unsold stock. And this process provides companies with the funding they need for expansion, whilst also offering investors access to new opportunities. Debt issuance is another critical function. Banks help governments and corporations issue bonds to fund projects ranging from infrastructure developments through to corporate acquisitions. By connecting borrowers with lenders, investment banks ensure efficient allocation of financial resources. Next, you have mergers and acquisitions, also known as M&A. M&A advisory is one of the most high-profile services offered by investment banks. They assist companies in buying, selling, or merging with other businesses by providing valuation analysis, negotiating terms, and ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. For example, when two pharmaceutical companies merge to pool R&D resources, investment banks structure the deal to maximize shareholder value whilst also minimizing risks. These transactions often lead to greater market efficiency and innovation by consolidating resources or eliminating inefficiencies. Next, you have market making and trading. Sales and trading desks facilitate liquidity in financial markets by matching buyers and sellers of securities like stocks, bonds, or derivatives. By narrowing the bid-ask spreads and ensuring smoother execution of trades, these teams play a vital role in keeping markets functional even during periods of volatility. With this said, proprietary trading, where banks trade using their own capital, has largely declined due to post-2008 regulations. However, market-making activity remains a crucial revenue stream for investment banks. And then finally, you have securitisation. Banks package assets like mortgages or loans into securities that are sold to investors. This process diversifies risk and creates new investment opportunities whilst freeing up capital for lenders to issue more loans. Through these activities, investment banks indirectly drive economic growth by funding innovation, creating jobs, and also stabilizing financial systems during periods of uncertainty. Next, let's discuss the structure and roles you have within investment banks. Investment banks are typically divided into three main areas. First, you've got the front office, and this is primarily revenue generating roles. Then you've got the middle office, which is primarily risk management. And then finally, you've got the back office, which is primarily operations. Each area plays a unique role in ensuring the bank's overall success. The front office is where the deals are made and the revenue is generated. So, key divisions within the front office include firstly the investment banking division, often referred to as IBD. Firstly, you've got the M&A teams. These teams advise on mergers and acquisitions by conducting financial modelling, preparing pitch books for clients, and managing due diligence processes. Analysts in M&A often work between 80 and 100 hours per week during live deals due to tight deadlines and client demands. Next, you have the capital markets teams. These teams execute IPOs or bond issuances by liaising with institutional investors like mutual funds or sovereign wealth funds. Next, you have the industry groups. These teams specialize in specific sectors such as healthcare or technology, combining deep industry knowledge with financial expertise to provide tailored advice for clients. Next, you've got sales and trading. Traders execute buy-sell orders for clients across equities, bonds, currencies, and derivative markets, whilst also managing risk exposure in real time. Then sales teams pitch investment ideas tailored to client portfolios based on market trends or research insights. Then you've also got research. Equity analysts publish reports on companies or industries that guide investor decisions whilst indirectly influencing stock prices. Next, you've got the middle office. This office ensures that front office activities align with regulatory requirements and also the risk tolerances within the bank. First, you've got risk management. These teams monitor trading desks for excessive exposure using stress tests or scenario analysis, i.e. predicting interest rate hikes. They ensure that the bank's activities do not jeopardize its financial stability. Next, you've got the compliance teams. These teams ensure adherence to global regulations and manage the relationships with the regulators. Then finally, you have the backbone, that is the back office. This office provides essential support functions that keep the bank running smoothly. Here you've got operations teams. They help to settle trades efficiently whilst managing corporate actions like dividends, payouts, or stock splits. Then you've got the IT department. These teams maintain trading platforms whilst also developing cybersecurity measures to protect against data breaches, which is a massive growing concern in the industry. In addition to these areas, you have essential areas such as procurement, finance, legal, HR, and public relations. So let's be honest, most of you are watching this video and probably interested in working in investment banking because you know it pays extremely well, especially at the top level. So you probably already knew this, but front office roles pay the most, and this is typically because they're the most demanding, but they also bring in the most revenue for the bank. Analysts in London can expect to earn between 48,000 and 70,000 in base salary, with total compensation including bonuses reaching between 84k and 165k. Then first year analysts at bulge bracket firms such as JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs typically start at 60 to 70k base, with bonuses consisting of 50 to 75% of total comp. Then associates see a significant jump in base salaries up to 95 to 130k, with total comp averaging between 160 to 250k. Then vice presidents command between 140 and 170k base salaries, with total earnings including bonuses ranging between 300 and 450k, as bonuses escalate here to 90 to 100%. Then you have directors and managing directors. They transition into a revenue sharing model at this level, with directors at top firms earning between 600 and 800k and MDs earning between 800 to 2 million plus through the deals that they generate. For middle and back office roles, these still pay very well. Risk and compliance professionals can earn between 45k to 150k dependent on their seniority. Then IT and cybersecurity roles often pay between 35k and 150k. Then roles such as procurement specialists can earn between 40 and 150k based on seniority and the category owned. It's actually possible for some people working in that to manage over £1 billion worth of spend. Then directors and managing directors in these areas can also earn significantly more. Salaries in New York are typically 15 to 30% higher than London due to market dynamics. Now that you know how insane the salaries can be, let's talk about how you can break into investment banking. Like most jobs, a strong academic background is essential. Degrees in finance, economics, or STEM fields are particularly preferred, usually from top universities. Certifications such as the CFA Level 1 can also boost non-financial majors profiles. Key skills that investment banks look for include technical expertise in Excel modeling, especially DCF analysis, PowerPoint presentations, which include pitch books, and basic coding languages like Python. Soft skills such as resilience under pressure and attention to detail are also needed. Now, let's talk about the recruitment process. So, the first thing I recommend you do is apply for internships at Bulge Bracket, for example, JP Morgan, or elite boutiques such as Evercore. Next, you want to prepare for technical interview questions. So think about walk me through an LBO alongside the behavioral fit questions such as why do you want to work in this role? Networking is crucial. Attend industrial events or connect with alumni working at target firms to help you to get a foot in the door. Some firms also have special pathways for military leavers and diverse candidates, so should you fall in this category, I would highly recommend that you look out for one of those. Now, let's discuss, is the grind actually worth the gain? Front office roles demand long hours. Analysts often work 80 hours plus per week during live deals. And while middle and back office roles offer better work-life balance, 40 to 60 hours per week, they don't pay as well. Similar to consulting, exit opportunities for front office staff are abundant. Often after 2 to 3 years in banking, analysts often transition into private equity or working for venture capital or hedge funds. Then associates often exit to move into hedge funds, venture capital, or even corporate development teams within Fortune 500 firms. The skills gained from financial modelling expertise to stakeholder management make you really desirable across most industries. Investment banking offers unparalleled exposure to high stakes finance, but comes at a cost. Long hours and intense pressure are the norm in front office roles. However, if you thrive under pressure and seek rapid career progression alongside high earnings potential, this field could be your ideal path. However, those prioritising stability over prestige, middle office and back office roles offer fulfilling alternatives within the same ecosystem. So I hope you found that video useful and you enjoyed coming on the day in the life for me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I really wish you good luck if you are looking to apply for investment banks.